So this is an update on the Tektronix 2230 100 megahertz digital storage oscilloscope, and actually it's a digital and analog oscilloscope. Now guess what I finally got working? You know, it's obviously not the readout. Yep, finally was able to get the digital side working, and pretty much what it was due to was just a lot of dirty contacts. So I removed each of the ICs and stuff like that, cleaned the sockets, cleaned the pins, reinstalled the ICs. Same thing with this hybrid right here. I went ahead and took it out very carefully with a flat head, just making sure to pry it this way here so it pops out while holding this down so you don't crack the package. And did the other side, removed it, cleaned the pins there too. And then there was also a bad dial that was on the second board, a bad Zener. It's on the second board right here that I had to replace. And then after that, I had to rewire this because the guy who had this last time actually had it reversed. So I had to do that. Then I had to go in the service manual and line all this pretty much, go step by step and get that working, which you gotta hold down this button when you actually go one of the memory buttons, and each one does a different thing, and you go ahead and just line. I did as best as I could because obviously the digital readout's still kind of bad, but I was able to get at least this and this pretty much now aligned, so that's good. And yep, we got a working DSO pretty much. And here we're going to feed a square wave and go and show you how it looks on the digital side pretty much. So yeah, she's fully functional now, at least as far as you know, the digital storage goes. Still the readout's not. And then it also works on 2. If I go and put it on channel 2, you can see there, works beautifully. So yeah, the digital side is actually working now, so that's a good thing. Wasn't sure I was actually able to get that going, but yep, I managed to. So in the next part of the video, we're gonna go ahead and, or the next video I should say, it's not gonna be next because I gotta wait for parts to come and all that though, but we're gonna go ahead and work on the power supply, do ripple noise measurements and stuff like that before and after the recap and stuff. And then we're gonna go ahead and troubleshoot pretty much the digital readout, which is an LSI chip, at least it mentions in the service manual, with 4 memory modules and stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and have to check that out, see what's going on there, if it's a faulty memory module, or is it, you know, bad transistor or something like that. I have seen this issue on the 2400 series one. It's actually very easy to fix those. Normally it's either the connector itself, the edge connector on the card, or it's actually a bad transistor on that card. But in this case here, this one I haven't actually serviced one of these, so I gotta figure that out, of course, and hopefully I'll find a schematic on it and figure out where that chip is, because they didn't do a good job labeling the silk screening on this board, so you kind of have to figure it out. I only labeled a few of the ICs, but not all of them, and no, it's not on the other side of the board because I already checked there. So hopefully I can get the digital side working, and this scope will actually be fully functional then at that point. So there you go, and hopefully in a week or two, I'll be able to get the parts to do the power supply and stuff, and we'll go from there.